Hey there, and welcome to the Seattle Children's Museum online. My name is Daniel. I'm an educator over at the museum, and today we're going to be doing a science activity about the water cycle. Do you already know anything about the water cycle? About where clouds come from, about how water gets from the ground up to the sky and then rains back down on us? Well, today we're going to find out more together. For this activity, you're going to need a large clear glass, some ordinary tap water, some blue food coloring. You can use any food coloring you want. I chose blue because it's the color of water. And then you're going to need some shaving cream. We're going to start by filling our glass up almost all the way with water. We want to leave a small space on top to be our rain cloud. And then we're going to take some shaving cream and we're going to fill up the top of our glass. The larger cloud you make, the longer it will take for it to rain. Make a nice, beautiful cloud floating in our glass. And then we're going to need our water droplet, or our food coloring. We're going to set it next to our glass. When water is on the ground, it's pretty cold, or at least colder than it normally would be. As the sun shines on it over time, our water gets excited and starts vibrating and moving about. As it does that, it does something called evaporating. When it evaporates, it turns into a gas like steam. You might have seen steam cooking at home, or if you have a hot drink and you can see steam rising from it, that's water evaporating. As the water evaporates, it moves up into the air. But as it gets higher and higher in the air, it gets colder and colder. And as it gets colder, the water gets shivery and clings together with other water for warmth. And as it clings together, it gets heavier and heavier and forms clouds. Once our water is in the cloud, it gets heavier and heavier and colder till eventually it starts to rain back down because it gets too heavy to stay up in the air. And then the water cycle starts all over again. So we're going to take our water and start with it on the ground as it evaporates and comes up and starts filling up our cloud. To make water fill up our cloud, we're going to just keep putting drops of food coloring in it. Again, I'm using blue because it's the closest food coloring color to the water we can see outside, but you could use any color. I've done this program and used green clouds and yellow clouds before. Since we're doing science, we get to be silly. As our cloud fills up with our water slowly starts raining out of our cloud. Does the rain coming out of our pretend cloud look like the rain we see outside? Mine doesn't really. It's more of long, drippy drips down. Do you know about anything else that can come out of clouds? Other kinds of weather? Some things that come out of clouds are snow, which we don't get that often in Seattle, but we do get occasionally, and hail and sleet, which are thick pieces of ice. As the water gets so cold in the cloud, it starts to shiver together so much that it freezes solid and then falls straight out of the cloud and onto the ground. Thanks for doing a program with me today on the water cycle and rain clouds. My name is Daniel, and this has been the Seattle Children's Museum. Thank you so much.